Okay, so we're going to continue with vertex form, and we're going to be writing this vertex form with the point and the vertex. So there's going to be a little bit of extra work involved here, but this is a process that you have to be familiar with. So this is what we're looking at. If you're given the vertex and a point, you can use both of these in the equation in order to find what you need. So remember, your vertex, this is H, this is K, well, this is X, and this is Y. So if you notice in our equation, you have an Y, X, H, and K. The only thing we're missing is the A. So that's part of the work that we have to do. So let's go ahead and substitute these four values to find that A value. So the Y value I'm using is 1. A, we do not know what that is. So the X value is 2. And remember, when you put in the H, you got to put in the opposite. So right now it's a positive 1, so we're going to go ahead and put minus 1. That's going to be squared, and then plus 4. So as I solve this, I have 1 equals A times 1 squared plus 4. Subtract 4, subtract 4. So this will be a negative 3 equals 1A, or A equals negative 3. So our A value is negative 3. So then in vertex form, we would have Y equals negative 3 times X minus 1 squared plus 4. So essentially, to write it in vertex form, we have to find the A, and then we can write it in vertex form. Now we're going to take it to standard form, which we've already been talking about. I'm going to switch colors just so we can see the difference. So negative 3 times X minus 1 times X minus 1, and of course, plus 4. So this is all times negative 3. So this would be negative 3 times X squared minus 2X plus 1. So negative 3X squared plus 6X minus 3 plus 4. And let's see, I guess standard form, negative 3X squared plus 6X plus 1. So one thing I do want to remind you to do is, if you're not sure, take both of these equations, so this one here and this one here, and graph them on Desmos on the same plane. They should overlap. If they overlap, you're in a good place. So now let's say you're given a graph. You're going to have to pull these values from the graph. So here I have my point that's a vertex. So this would be negative 2, negative 3. So our vertex is negative 2, negative 3. I'm going to pick a point. I like to use values that are 0, so I'm going to go for this one right here, which would be 0, negative 1. You know, anytime I can use 0, I'm going to, because it simplifies things for us. So we would have 0, negative 1. So let's go ahead and find that A value by substituting into the equation. Let's see, I guess I could squeeze that in this corner here. So Y would be negative 1 equals, we don't know A, X is 0. This will be a plus 2 squared, and then minus 3. So negative 1 equals, so 0 plus 2 is 2 squared, so this would be 4A minus 3, adding 3, so this would be 2 equals 4A. Whew, squeezing it in, A equals 1/2. Very good. So vertex form, Y equals 1/2 X plus 2 squared minus 3. Now we're going to take it to standard form. So here we go, 1/2. I'm going to square X plus 2. So this would be X squared plus 4X plus 4, and then minus 3. So 1/2 X squared plus 2X plus 2 minus 3. So 1/2 X squared plus 2X minus 1. So this would be, and this would be our vertex form and our standard form. I am going to go ahead and graph them to check our answers. So as I graphed them on the computer, they both came out to be the same. So we know we did it correctly. All right, let's try another one. Same idea. This time we have lots of points to choose from. So the vertex for sure is 2, 9. A point, remember, try to use 0 and avoid negatives. So this time I'm going to use Let's use 5, 0 this time. So I'm going to solve for a, I guess I'll use the space over here. So y is 0 equals a times x is 5, so 5 minus 2 squared plus 9. So 5 minus 2 is 3 squared, so this would be 9a plus 9 equals 0. Subtract 9. So negative 9 equals 9a, divide by 9. So a equals negative 1. So a equals negative 1. I guess it got cut off here. So now that I know that a equals negative 1, I can write it in vertex form. Y equals negative 1 times x minus 2 squared plus 9. The good thing is you pretty much have it done there. You just are going to use x and y instead of all those other values. All right, now let's move on to getting it into standard form. So y equals negative 1, squaring x times negative 2 is negative 2x, and then double that, so that would be, negative 4x, and then plus 4, and then plus 9. So as I continue, I have negative x squared, I'm going to put a 1 there just so we don't forget that, plus 4x minus 4 plus 9. Now to get it down to what we need would be a plus 5.